So the tour's over, back home. I think I'm gonna be home for about a month unless the UK tour gets canceled. I don't know if that's gonna happen. I don't think Boris Johnson knows if that's gonna happen. I don't even think the fucking Omicron variant knows if that's gonna happen. So no one knows anything about the future. Everything's uncertain. So I've been away for 5 months. So excited to get back to my apartment. And of course, I get home to a fucking rat infestation. So I've been dealing with that, pretty much just had to tear apart the whole place. Just got everything put back together after having to have all the walls exposed so we could examine everything, see where they got in. Either way, still happy to be home, rats or no rats. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, all this B-roll is from my neighborhood, the north end of Boston. I've wanted to live here for years. Finally, with COVID, I was able to kind of work out a deal with the landlord, and I got a sweet deal in this place. The whole entire neighborhood is just like a movie set. I love it. The place is great. The whole entire neighborhood looks like a movie set. It was built by Italians in the 1880s during the huge wave of Italian immigration to the US. So it's the best of both worlds. You know I love Italy. You know I love the States. It's perfect. I love this place. Anyway, so oddly enough, one of the things that I miss most was just making coffee in my own kitchen. So I'm so happy that I get to do that again. While I was away, I learned about Italian hot chocolate. Somehow I never even knew that was a thing. I don't know why that's not a thing over here. It's the best shit in the world. It should be a thing here for sure. So I made that the other day and I mixed it with my coffee that I make every morning, and it was just the best thing on the planet. I also realized that my kitchen island is like perfect for a cooking show. So I was like, I'm just gonna set up my camera when I make coffee. This is that. So this is from the best coffee shop in Boston, Polcari's. Their house blend is now my favorite. It's like 2 different roasts. I don't even know what they are. So I weigh out 13 grams of beans, grind them to a consistency the size of sand, and then throw them in the AeroPress, which is my favorite way to make coffee. 200 grams of water, plug it so it doesn't drain, and then you wait for 2 minutes. Now, while that sits, I'm gonna take my leftover chocolate that I had in the freezer, melt it, and then put it in the cup, and then press a coffee. Hit it with whipped cream, cocoa powder, there you go. So then I answered a few questions that you guys asked me on Instagram. All right, we got a bunch of questions. I'm gonna filter through them and get to some of them. How smelly does a vehicle get and how fast? Actually, the van doesn't smell too bad. We stay in hotels, so we get to shower every day. But it's once you start needing to do laundry and we get to the hotel and then you open the bag, that's when it gets rank. Do you get homesick? A little bit. I miss my apartment, I miss Boston, I miss my friends. What is one instrument that you can't play but wish you could? Definitely piano. I can play a little bit, I can play the chords, I just haven't put the time in. Piano's one of those instruments you really just gotta put time in. Could you live on tour for the rest of your life? I mean, not always on tour, but I would love to keep touring for the rest of my life. Have you thought about making music for kids? No, but I feel like it would be pretty easy. I have, okay, so this is a whole other weird thing, but I dream in song, like I hear these weird songs in my dreams, and I feel like half of them could be reworked to make good kids songs. Who is Molly? Both from the Mickey Rickshaw song and the Rum Jack song. So they are about the same person. That's all I'll really say about that. No, the person's name is not Molly. When are you coming back to Poland? I should know that, but I don't know. I know we're gonna be all over Europe, coming in the spring, in summer, in fall. One of those. What was your drive to become a singer? I don't know. I never actually wanted to just be a singer. It started when I needed to start a band, just because I wanted to play in a band. It was like, all right, who's gonna sing? And I was like, I'll try it. It kind of happened by accident, honestly. Song you're most proud of? Definitely Rhythm of Her Name. To me, that feels like the first song that I wrote that I was like, oh, okay, this is like a real song. Why Celtic punk? I grew up playing in ska bands. Because of that, I always gravitated toward bands that had a bunch of more instruments. I always just thought there was more to it. It to me was more exciting than just guitar, bass, drums, vocals, like normal punk bands. So naturally with Celtic punk, I think when I started listening to the Pogues, I loved that there was accordion and mandolin and all these other instruments, along with good songwriting, and I don't know, something just drew me into it. It wasn't through some like weird obsession with Ireland like you see everywhere, but yeah, I don't know. Have you thought about blending other genres of music with punk? I have. So as a joke, my old roommate and I were doing Italian music with punk, like Italian opera. So we did Andrea Bocelli's Conte Partirò in this like prog metal / punk version. We have it recorded. We should probably release it at some point.
la finestra mostra tutto il mio cuore che hai acceso. Chiudi dentro me la luce che hai incontrato per strada.
So I'm really happy to get home. The plan was just to get home and do absolutely nothing. I wanted to just hang out. I'm not trying to take extra client work right now. I just want to hang out, play video games on my own couch. I found an old pair of rollerblades and I was like, is that still fun? Turns out it's still fun. So yeah, I just want to enjoy being home, enjoy this actual vacation. It's funny, when you live on the road, being home is your vacation. Somehow it gets flipped, but I don't know, I like it that way. Then tonight, the guys from Mickey Rickshaw are coming over. We're gonna work on some demos. We're writing a new album. It's gonna be fucking awesome. So yeah, thank you for watching. Yeah, that's pretty much it. See you in the next one.